Welcome to episode 15 of The Lincolns. Alright, Amanda has just moved out of the house, leaving the family at its smallest size since well back to the beginning of the LP. The original LP, that is. So, it's nighttime, and everyone is going to sleep. Yes, it's very much empty, and Mike is still thinking about his daughter, who's moved out into the big mansion across town with her boyfriend Bruce, and undoubtedly he's concerned about her. And there, as you can see, Laura was thinking about her grandson George, Amanda's son. Brand new little baby boy. Well, now it's time for Sue to be getting up. This is the first time that she's ever lived without one of her sisters in the house with her. So, how will she deal with being the only young one in the house and have the attention be on her? It's going to be a different experience because Sue has been very used to being in the shadows of her sisters. After all, they were teenagers when she was a little toddler. Well, anyway, Sue's decided to make breakfast for everyone, and apparently it's quite good. One thing about these people that I've noticed, they really love their pancakes. So, they're all going to join around the breakfast table and have pancakes. Delicious. Anyway, it's time for school. So, Sue, you go off to school there at your private school, where she is excelling quite well. Leaves Mike and Laura a little bit of alone time before work. So, Mike decides to be a nice gentleman and give his wife a back rub. Yes, even in their advanced old age, they still have a very loving relationship, which is always a wonderful thing to see. Alright, well, now it is time for Laura to go to work. So, come on over to your car. It's kind of annoying how they keep honking, even though she's getting in the car. I mean, I think she has the message, but that's alright. Okay, so now that Mike has the house to himself, he's going to study some mechanical. There's still quite a few skills he needs before he can get his promotion, but that's alright. Oh, phone's ringing. Just going to answer it, see who it is. Interestingly enough, it's Alex. He's asking for Laura. Probably wondering where the heck Amanda went. I'm not sure if Alex knows about the birth of Amanda's son, which could possibly be his. No one knows. But Mike decides to take a swim in the pool after one of his big dives. And now it's time for Sue to come home from school. As usual, she is kicking everyone's butts over there, and she's getting great report cards. So, she does her little dance, and now comes in to go on the computer, because we all know how much Sue loves to play her computer games. As I always like to say, she likes to waste noobs on a shooter game, even though it's showing skiing. And Mike is congratulating her on a good performance in school, or perhaps he's cheering her on as she destroys her opponents. Either way, it's kind of funny. But anyway, it's time for Sue to go to work in that crappy car. Not even sure what kind of car that could possibly be. But now Laura is home, and she and Mike are going to play a game of chess. Mike's still walking around in his swimsuit for some odd reason. And Mike actually beats her. Kind of funny considering that Laura's supposed to be the scientist and he's just the jock. But anyway, it's time for dinner. So Laura decides she's going to make some pork chops. And she's thinking about Sue, you can tell. She's probably concerned about Sue, since Sue is so quiet and keeps to herself and plays on the computer a lot more than Lucy and Amanda did. You know, they always had friends around and everything. Sue seems a bit more withdrawn than either of them, and that concerns Laura. Well, anyway, speaking of Sue, she's home from work. Earning a little bit of money always makes her happy. So, what does she do? Well, of course, she decides to go back on the computer. Well, Mike gives Laura another back rub. Yes, they're a very loving couple. Time for Sue to play some more video games, getting her fun level up so that she can do her homework. Now, Sue's getting a little bit bored of the grind of just going to school, going to work, doing her homework, and she excels at all that. In fact, she makes it look easy. But she wants more. So Mike and Laura decide they're tired, and as many elderly people do, they're going to get an early night's sleep. So there they are. But Sue, on the other hand, she wants something different. I mean, she's very stressed out being an overachiever, as we all know. So, as she finishes her homework, she ponders what she could possibly do. Well, before she can do any of that, she's going to play some more computer games, and the phone's ringing again. So Sue figures she might as well answer it, and it's Alex again. He seems pretty urgent, but nope, Laura's asleep. Not sure why he wants to talk to Laura, of all people. But Sue's decided what she wants to do. She wants to sneak out and have some fun with her friend Edith. You remember her from episode 13. Yes, sneaking out is very fun for teenage Sims. But Edith can't possibly get away until 1 in the morning, so Sue decides to do some chores and have some espresso. It's going to be a late night after all. She has to do what she can to stay awake. So, she has her espresso, and man, does it give it the jitter. Does it give her the jitters. I'm not sure if it comes through with the crappy frame rate, but yeah, she's really jittery. Maybe she should have had a little bit less espresso there. But anyway, here comes Edith. It's kind of funny. Even though her parents have plenty of money, they don't spoil their kids because Edith has to drive this old, beaten-up old clunker. But, what? It gets you where you need to go, so I guess it's okay. Alright. Now they're in the car, and off they go for a night of mischief. Yes. Well, anyway, since Mike and Laura decided to go to bed so soon, they're up early. Of course, Mike's woken up by his bladder like so many elderly men. You know, I see a lot of commercials on TV for products that could help with that, Mike. But, that's alright. And they probably have no idea where their daughter is right now. Or even that she's out. But, oh, what's this? I see headlights. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Sue. You got busted. Oh, no. Well, yep, that's right. Sue's gotten busted. And here comes the cop inside to explain what happened to the parents. Sue's probably like, it's not fair. Lucy snuck out, and nothing happened to her. Why does it have to happen to me? Well, I can certainly see the lecture coming. Yep. Sue, you've gotten yourself into a pickle this time. Well, anyway, since Mike is up already, he's going to blow off some steam working out in Amanda's room to heavy metal. But, okay. And Sue has to get herself off to bed. Yep, she's very upset over what happened, but life goes on, I guess. Well, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time. So long.